Symbols. What are symbols? They're items, for the lack of a better word, that you can draw or have on an object like this one, the yin and yang, the beginning and the end of all things. They're different, but the same. Symbols are very powerful. They're very powerful. Why are symbols powerful? When this world and other worlds, universes were created, movement happened. Movement engraves, is like it enforces or puts an imprint in the universe. That's why necromancers, they have certain symbols. For example, this is a symbol of a necromancer. I don't want to get into that. I just want to show you the different symbols. They're very, very powerful. I will show you some more symbols. These are their symbols for planets. This here is the number box. This is very important. These numbers, these boxes of numbers. You can when you add it up horizontally, vertically, and diagonally, it all comes up to the same number. This is very, very powerful. Something like this was found on the flip side of a tortoise, of a turtle, in ancient times, like somewhere in Asia. Symbols are very, very important, and you hear people now in Christianity especially, and the so-called powers that be, and I've been talking about the so-called powers that be a lot lately, but they tell you, oh, there's no such thing. Ignore that. That's of the devil. They want you to think that anytime that our government and other governments tell you that it's no good and you shouldn't listen to it and you shouldn't believe in it, that's why you should that's exactly when you should pay attention to it. Symbols are very, very important. And if you think about it, you guys, you're practicing symbolism anyway. When you go to college, you go to school. Isn't there a mascot? Isn't that a symbol? When I was in school, for example, is your school called the Vikings, the Titans, all these professional sports teams? They have symbols. They have a mascot and a symbol or what it looks like. You know what I mean? You write XO. What does that mean? Hugs and kisses. But it's a symbol. Okay? Symbols are important. You have a personal symbol. When you were born, there was a symbol created. Because when you went before the cosmic council to reincarnate here, there was a symbol that was created specifically for you. That is your name. See, I didn't tell y'all this before when I was talking about secret names. You see, my secret name can be put into words and can be pronounced as a word. But your real name is like a symbol. Prince was onto something when he changed his name to the unpronounceable symbol. Now, I don't know if I would want people to know what my symbol is. I'm sure that he has had more than one. And that one that he showed was something that he allowed you to know. And look at the symbol that he drew, that he created for himself. Prince was a wise man beyond his years. Let me read to you something that I learned in the Kabbalah. The Kabbalah is a theory, that Jewish people use, I hope I'm not saying this wrong, but I'm only going to do one take. I don't believe in editing and all that shit. I don't have time for that. I got things to do. There's something called the 72 Names of God. And I've talked about this before. You can look on YouTube and other outlets and find out the 72 Names of God. It's not necessarily, well, it is something that you can pronounce, but really the name is like picture. This is a name. You concentrate on what it looks like. Now, this particular one, now you can go to 72namesofgod.com and purchase these cards. These cards are so important. These names are the names that Moses used to part the Red Sea, and yes, it does work. You just need to be dedicated and know that it works. This one is for unity. Now, look what the author did. They put 5 little girls to represent the name of unity. And these girls represent all races. Look at the girls at top, the melanated girls, the most melanin. That's important. See, today's Jews, they understand, they know what's going on. This name means unity. In order for this world to get out of the rut that it is in, women need to be unified. The so-called powers that be cannot stand women. It is a masculine world right now. And they especially hate melanated women. But they don't want any of us to be unified. We women need to stop the cattiness. Men need to stop encouraging girl fights because it turns them on. Men are so ignorant sometimes. Y'all are. I'm sorry. You engage in the wrong things. But I'm not man bashing. I'm just saying y'all need to stop encouraging fights among women. And women, we need to stop paying attention to that. Okay? This is the name for unity. Let me read to you what this says. With these letters, I passed the true test of spiritual character. I can now see all sides of the problem, of the problems that come before me. My focus is upon unity and soul as opposed to division and my selfish desires. The name, the way you say it, now you read it from left to right. Mem Yud He. Get it? Mem Yud He. That's how you say it. And when you concentrate on this name, unity happens. And you see that it's women there. Women, we start everything. We give life. The masculine, never mind, I don't want to say that. We give life. So it is up to us to become uniform. Black women, white women, Asian women, Indian women, Native American women, Arab women, Puerto Rican women, Latino women, all women from all of these walks of life. We need to unify. We need to come together. We really do. I think it is okay for certain groups to have their own thing. Like black women have Black Girls Rock and other things that we created just for black women because we understand our plight. We understand the struggle that we're going through. So we need to have that group for us. Then there are Native American women who have been through the things that they've gone through with the smallpox epidemic and, different things and the taking of their land. They need to get together and talk about that they're going through as a race. And then, Asian women need to go, they've been through hell, over the years growing up. Like in China, the women were made to wrap their feet in other painful rituals that they force these women to go through. So they need to get together in a group and discuss that and overcome the things. And all women. And then collectively, we need to come together. So we need to handle our problems in-house and then come together collectively. Women need to unify. We need to unify. And here's the hardest part of this. Some of these women in different parts of the world don't want to recognize who mother is. Mama is being represented here. Women, we're all mothers. Even if you never had a baby, you're a mother. You possess the secret of life. Even if you never gave birth, even if you are not able to conceive, you still are important as a woman. But mama holds the main key. Don't disrespect mom. Don't feel like you are not worthy because you are not at the top. So the world has flipped who mama really is and wants you to praise and worship another female, another type of female, like, you know, she is mom, but she is not. Okay? And it's not being insulting. I'm not being insulting. I'm not trying to be disrespectful or rude to anybody. If you feel that, please accept my humble apologies. That's not me. But this is the reality. In order for us to grow spiritually, you guys, we have to go through some pain. Spiritual pain is growing pain. Growing pains is what you need to go through. Okay? Even when a woman gives birth, it hurts. And this is why, and you have to go through that. It's like an initiation. So doctors are trying to create a medicine and they have that you won't feel the pain anymore. I told my daughters, don't use this epidural. They try to give me an epidural. I'm like, nope, as much as this hurt, I don't want that damn epidural. I don't know what side effects it may have or what it may do in the long run. You know, 20, 30 years from now, those of you that had epidurals, especially more than one, you don't know what's going to go on with your uterus or your reproductive system. You don't know. No. Unify, women. We need to unify. Melanated women, let's get it together. Because the rest of our daughters are waiting on us. Don't be offended because we're telling you something that needs to be told about the unification of women. Just because we feel one type of woman was the creator and holds the key does not mean other women don't hold keys. This unity has to happen. And you notice they got them all young girls because they're not prejudiced at this point. They don't care at this point. We had to learn how to hate people. It's not in our DNA. It's not in our genetics to automatically hate someone. Let's get it together, ladies. It's our responsibility. Practice on this name, Mem Yud Hey. I thank you for listening. Assalamu alaikum.